Good afternoon, this is Lynx, and it is the weekend, and I have been full of clients all weekend, hypnosis clients all weekends, and I thought at this point I would shoot a video because I'm so busy. I'm on my way to another appointment. There was a point I wanted to make yesterday. I had a client who was struggling with some things and had that sort of I'm down attitude, down on himself attitude. And every once in a while you come across a client that they get really down on themselves and they won't give themselves a break. And there's a couple of things I'd like to say about this. First of all, it reminds me of a time when I was bike riding in the woods and I saw a tiny little crawfish on the road, on the bike path. And I stopped and I went back to look at him, and he put up his claws and was ready to fight. He was this big. I was, 10,000 times his size, and he was scrappy and not willing to give up and not willing to give in if I was a huge predator that was going to grab him, and he was not going to go down. He was not going to give up. And sometimes in my life, when things get challenging, I think about that little crawfish, and I remember that he had all the odds going against him, and he was not willing to give up in that moment. That said, I think about this client that I had yesterday, and there were 3 things that he had going for him that he didn't realize, and I'm going to share those 3 things right now because they're 3 things that can be initiated with hypnosis and can actually change your life. 1, the ability to focus. With hypnosis, we can give somebody the ability to focus where they normally couldn't. A lot of times during the day, we get so overwhelmed with everything we've got to do that we don't have time to just take a breath and focus. Quite often, being able to take a breath and focus is the difference between success and failure. Because a man or woman who can take a breath and focus can spot that opportunity that no one else can spot or that someone else will miss. Second, I use neuro-linguistic programming on him. And for those of you who know neuro-linguistic programming, you know that you can take a sensation and absolutely change it. So you can take an emotion or a feeling or some experience that someone's having, and you can manipulate it to change it so that it doesn't feel the same. If it feels heavy, it becomes light. If it becomes jagged, you can make it smooth. You can change the experience and the way they process the experience. If you can change the way you process an experience, you can change an outcome in your life, which means that you actually have the ability, in that case, to change your experience. So now having the ability to focus, having the ability to change your experience, and the final thing that I had him do was I put him into a place where he could deeply, profoundly relax. And as I said in a couple of videos ago, most people don't even have the experience in their life where they can take a breath and relax. If you can take a breath and relax, what becomes a mind that is knotted up, a mind that can't spot opportunity, a mind that can't see a way out, a mind that is stuck in a habit, when you relax, you free up all sorts of resources in your body and in your life that can work towards a goal that you're trying to achieve. Now, all of that said, if any of this sounds like something that you'd like to experience or some things that you'd like to be able to access for your life to make change, why don't you go ahead and give me a call, 779-302-8009 in the Chicago area, or you can email me at conjurehope@gmail.com or at bluemoonhypnosis@gmail.com. I got 2 going on there. So if you're in the Chicago area, the Wisconsin area, the Indiana area, so I got clients come as far as Michigan to come see me, even other parts of the country come to see me. Give me a call, drop me an email, bluemoonhypnosis@gmail.com, and we'll get you set up. And I am Lucky Lynx, as they call me, and as always, I am wishing you success and good fortune in all that you do.